Hey guys, Tony here, and it's been a little while, so I figured I'd make a video and just kind of check in with everyone. Um, so yeah, I got my turntable up and running. I think it's been about a week now since I got that preamp in the mail, and I gotta say I absolutely love that table. The difference between the Rega and my old turntable is just worlds apart. I mean, literally. Um, it's just it's unreal the difference in sound. Just how clear everything is, how but also just it's smooth sounding. It's just everything is just perfect sounding. Like it's unreal. I mean, I highly recommend if your turntable isn't the greatest. I would definitely recommend looking into upgrading your table because it's just the difference in sound. I mean, you hear everything perfectly, every instrument. I mean, even on recordings that I'm like too familiar with, I picked up on things that I never did before, or like things just sounded. I could actually hear the bass, or I could you know pick up just on little nuances too that I never did. And another thing too is like the louder I turn it up, it just it sounds better. Like a lot of times you turn the volume up on something and it affects the sound. Sometimes it's just a little gets distorted or something, but it's like perfect. It's like a bell. And if you have a good record, like a new record, and you play it on this table, it's like unreal. I mean, just beautiful. So I am gonna upgrade the cartridge though. As good as it sounds with the cartridge it came with, I think it would sound a lot better um, with a better one. Um, haven't completely decided on that yet, but I'm probably gonna wait at least a couple weeks just to kind of rebound a little bit from that purchase. But yeah, it's awesome table. I love it a lot, and I highly recommend it. I guess it's a fairly new table for Rega. Um, I think it came out at least in the states in November, I think. So yeah, look into it. I highly recommend it. It sounds awesome. Um, but yeah, the weather has just been horrid here. I mean, it's been terrible. Um, it's just been nonstop snow. I live in New England, so it's like I should be used to snow, but not like this. Usually we get snow and it melts, and then it snows again, and then it melts. This just isn't going away, and we're getting just bombarded with storm after storm. We're getting another storm tonight. I've never had to worry about snow on my roof, but there's been like roofs collapsing all over. I see it on the news every night. It's a little frightening, so I've had to go up on my roof and actually clear off the snow, and I don't know. I'm not looking forward to this next storm, so it's a good thing. Like I'm inside so much now, and it's a good thing I got that table and a lot of new records to listen to because winters usually never bothered me much, but this one like kind of starting to get to me. Maybe it's just the time that it's been taking up shoveling and dealing with it. But anyway, enough about that. This is a recent vinyl find, so I'm gonna show a few things that I got in the last week or so. A few of them I haven't gotten to listen to yet, so yeah, I'll just this one actually. It's month end, so I worked late. I didn't get home till I don't know about 9 o'clock, which is kind of early for month end for me, but it's because of the weather they let us out a little earlier. We actually got finished early, so I got home at 9 o'clock, and this was waiting for me. So I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's Brian Eno's Before and After Science. It's a used copy. Won it on eBay for just a few bucks, and besides the little dings in the corners and this little notch cut out here, the record itself is in beautiful condition. So I don't know if it's an original. I imagine it must be. I don't know. Um, Editions, e.g., Gem Records. I don't know. Maybe if some of you guys are more familiar with this record, I'm not at all. But I really liked Another Green World, so I figured I'd check something else out by him. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. This one here, McSoapy, he was talking about this band, so I thought they sounded interesting, so I figured I'd try and look up one of their records. They have a record with Jack White, but I couldn't find that one. But I did find this on eBay, The Go, and this one's called Howl on the Haunted Beat You Ride. I like this a lot so far. It's very, I mean, look at that cover. These guys are from Detroit, and tell me that cover just doesn't remind you of like Stooges cover, like their first album or Funhouse or something. You know, very 60s and 70s kind of. Even just the way they're dressed, and that's kind of their sound too. Very garagey, but also poppy as well. Kind of psychedelic, but really neat. I'm glad I checked this out. But I am gonna look for that album with Jack White though. But yeah, here's the back. Again, not too bad. I don't know how common these records are, but I think I won this for about $15 or something, around there. A few weeks ago now, so. But yeah, I gotta listen to this one a little more. And this one here, oh, here's a record that just sounded fantastic on the turntable. This is a brand new record, and it's just pristine. It just sounded beautiful. Coltrane, I guess this is his first album. I guess on Prestige. I don't know, but yeah, this just sounded fantastic. I love this record already. I mean, I've listened to it a couple times, and it just sounded so good. So, there you go. This one, I guess you can call this a guilty pleasure kind of record. I am a fan of this band's, a few of their songs. Their more popular stuff, I guess, is just, I don't know, it's a little corny for me, but a song on this album I love, so I figured I'd get the record. And again, another eBay purchase, and the band is In Excess. All right, I'm sure some of you guys are probably familiar with this record, but Shaba Shuba, is that how you say it? Anyway, so this was released in 1982, and this was still sealed when I bought it. Of course, in the 80s, the vinyl then was like maybe 120 gram, if not less. I don't know. But still sealed. So I opened it. And this just kind of proves my point about shrink wrap on records. This isn't the first time I've gotten a record that was sealed completely for years with shrink wrap. And it turns out the record is warped. And I'm just convinced it's the shrink wrap. I've read so much about shrink wrap damaging records, so it's not a bad warp at all. It's just slight warp, very slight. It doesn't affect the play, but that kind of thing just bothers me. And like I said, this isn't the first time I've seen that. So if you got shrink wrap on your records, open them up. They're meant to be listened to and enjoyed. So, but the song I love on here is "Don't Change." So I figured if the rest of the album kind of sounds like that, I'd like it. And some songs kind of do sound like that, but that's, so far, it's still my favorite song on this. So there you go. I like the early stuff, I guess, more new wave sounding, I guess. But there you go. This one here, I picked up at a nearby record store, and I absolutely love this record. This is my first record by these guys, and Bright Eyes, Lifted, or The Story is In the Soil, Keep Your Ear to the Ground. I've heard a lot of good things about this record, so I figured I'd pick it up. Like I said, it's my first one by them, so I love this guy's writing. I love the whole delivery. Very creative, very different. Excellent stuff. I've listened to this a few times, but definitely still got to listen to it some more. But so far, excellent, excellent album, and beautiful pressing too. I guess their label is Saddle Creek vinyl, and it's on 180 gram and beautiful. This too sounded fantastic. There's like a, it opens up with like a, it sounds like a car ride or something in the beginning, and it's just like the sound effect was just like seamless on that turntable. It was just fantastic. But there you go. And I've also been kind of on a Bowie kick. I've always loved David Bowie, but it's more recently now that I've kind of been digging a little bit deeper into his catalog. I've always loved, Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars and Hunky Dory and, more of his more common records. And I guess this too is a common record, but I just never got it. And a friend of mine was telling me that I just had to get this album, and I could definitely tell why now, but it's Aladdin Sane, and fantastic record. I love this whole thing, straight through. Beautiful abused copy, really good condition. It's also gatefold for those of you who are not familiar with this album. There you go. And somebody must have sold their Bowie records to the record store nearby, because they also had this one here. And this one I don't see too often, so I figured I'd better grab it too. And it's same great condition as Aladdin Sane, but it's The Man Who Sold the World. Excellent, excellent album. I mean, this is a rock and roll album straight through, and I love the sound of this record, and perfect condition. The only thing about it is maybe there's a weird little crease here, if you can't even see it, like a little crescent crease there, but that's it. Everything else is mint on it. It's obviously not an original, but it's probably an original for, I don't know, maybe the US? I don't know. Anyway, comes with a poster as well. Same photo as on the cover, I believe. So I thought that was cool. There's a nice poster here, if you could see that. But yeah, excellent album too. And one more here that I actually haven't listened to, but I'm looking forward to it. Beck, Modern Guilt. I've wanted to get Sea Change, and the record store had it for a while, but I kept passing it up. And when you know it, I go back to go buy it, and it's gone. So I grabbed this. Haven't listened to it yet, so let me know what you think of this if you're familiar with this record. I don't know. Only a few dollars, brand new. So yeah, that's it. Just a few things here. I'm expecting a few things in the mail too, so I should have a video up soon. And I should have another video up of a vinyl collection must-haves. I've been kind of I just haven't had the time really, so I got one picked out. So hopefully by the weekend I'll have another video up. So guys, thanks for watching, and for those of you dealing with this weather, stay warm and be safe. Take care.